Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your monthly love predictions reading. This reading is intended for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, those who have strong Sagittarius placements in their chart. So if you're not a Sag and you are here cross-watching, you are more than welcome to stay. I just need you to know that I'm a very honest reader, so you may hear or see something that you do not like. Consider this your warning. Okay, let's get into it. I'm so sick of doing that spiel. I might literally just make it my intro because I'm so sick of doing that spiel. Now we're going to be getting love-specific predictions for you from the middle of December to the middle of January. I'll start by pulling some oracle cards, which will tell us the main themes you can expect to experience in love, and then we'll clarify with some tarot before we get advice. We're also going to check in on your love interests to see how they're thinking and feeling about you in the month ahead. We'll get advice about how you should deal with them as well. So, with all of that out of the way, what is Sagittarius's main theme from this deck when it comes to love in the month ahead? I hope you had a good birthday too. We have support in the reversed position. At the back of this deck is It Gets Better reverse. This card actually is the one that came out and I had to shuffle it back in because I wasn't ready yet. But it did come back, so that's interesting. What is Sagittarius's second theme? From this deck, what is Sagittarius's second theme? We have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Welcome. At the back of this deck, we have align your life, what is not aligned or needs to change. Interesting, it's reversed. It's reversed. What else can you tell, Sag? What is their third theme? What is Sagittarius's third theme in love? We have microgravity coming out in the reverse position. At the back of this deck, we have light curve. Okay, there seems to be a theme here of being in denial about something. I feel like there are certain things that need to change, but it's up to you in terms of what you're willing to see and how you're willing to process these changes, because there is a situation in which Spirit's like, listen, it won't get better, but it can get worse. It's up to you to figure out what you want to do about this because it kind of needs to be addressed. It's not like a tower moment necessarily. I mean, we'll see if the tower does come out, but there's definitely a feeling here of something in the background impacting your love life, and it could have to do with a connection that isn't even romantic. It could be a friendship, it could be a family member. Something is definitely causing a rift in your emotional being, and it's impacting your romance as well. So let's have a look at support. What is going on with this support energy? What is this theme about for Sagittarius? Okay, we have the Five of Wands reversed. What is this support theme about? We have the Seven of Swords upright. We have the King of Pentacles upright. At the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords upright. So, grab my crystals. I'm sorry, I'm just going to chill because I filmed a few of these in a row now. I'm just going to lean back with it and let the energy just be here, and I'll be here. It's intense, Sag. I don't know what's going on in the month ahead because you seem to be trying to suppress it or not deal with it. Like, you've got other things to do. I've got bigger fish to fry, I heard. But the thing about the support energy is you're kind of having a hard time feeling like someone is on your side here. You almost feel like you're not getting the support that you want from them. They're either contributing to some drama or they're not seeing how much this is affecting you, and they're doing things that feel spiteful. It's like, why would you do that? You know how that makes me feel. With the Seven of Swords being here, it is causing a rift in communication then. We're not wanting to be completely open and transparent. We're wanting to be a bit selective about what we share so that we don't get hurt. But all of this is impacting the connection's viability. With the King of Pentacles here, I do feel like your love life, this theme is really about kind of trying to do what's best for you, to the point where it's every man for themselves is what it feels like. Like, this King of Pentacles normally would be a beautiful omen of a loyal, committed, responsible, almost like provider of an energy in love. But when it's associated with this lack of support, it almost feels like we need to be careful of how our certain priorities or our certain kind of self-serving priorities are getting in the way of some meaningful connections. I do believe that this theme is playing out for a reason. I think the ball is in your court and you have very specifically chosen to play this specific play. Like, if this were a card game, you put these cards down for a reason. I think that the Seven of Swords is you trying to take control back, even if that means you withholding information and not really being entirely transparent. I think with the Five of Wands reversed, you're also trying to keep the peace for some reason and potentially honor a commitment that you have, while also having to deal with the mess of something else that may have started. It's a really interesting situation, and it could even be a situationship. But you're having a bit of a moment here where you're kind of like, well, what do I want to do in this situation? I know what the honorable thing is, but that's probably not what I want to do. It's very interesting, Sag. What else can you tell us? The Eight of Wands. I heard I'm following my dick. Okay. Well, that changes everything, doesn't it? The Four of Swords reversed. I'm not here to keep the peace. I'm here to do me. Some of you guys are trying to get even with someone, and so you're just doing whatever you can to kind of get even. But I think part of you still wants whoever you're trying to get even with. You may be feeling like your partner isn't being honest with you, so you're doing something to ruffle their feathers and make them jealous a little bit. It's very bizarre energy. It does feel like tit for tat. Well, you did this, I do this. Out of spite, I'm going to do it as well, even though I don't even like it. I don't even eat oranges, but you ate my apples, so I'm going to eat your oranges. That's what this feels like. Oh my lord. See, what is the advice with this overall energy here? Because support reverse, the thing about this card is we have the infinity symbol on that card, so it feels a lot like cycles. It feels a lot about like getting stuck in a loop with somebody and accidentally going through the same shit different day, helpfully or unhelpfully. What is the advice for Sagittarius with this theme? Oh my gosh, so many shuffles. We have the Six of Swords reversed. What is the advice? We also have the Knight of Cups upright, and at the back of the deck we have the Seven of Pentacles. With the Fool card reversed, oh no, Spirit's like, don't make any foolish decisions. Please don't be out here looking like a fool, acting immaturely. The thing about the Fool card reversed is the main reason they say that is not about doing things for the sake of like, that looks silly. It's more about how are these actions going to jeopardize your future? How is this kind of behavior going to limit your ability to have a baggage-free, fresh start, free of any karma, conflict, or consequences? You really need to consider how certain behavioral patterns are keeping you stunted and how you may need to switch things up and consider doing things very, very differently for the Seven of Pentacles to be reversed. Spirit is saying communication can be a weapon with you, but it can also be a bridge of moving forward into calmer waters. The Six of Swords reversed is about having conversations about the past so that you can put certain things behind you once and for all. And if you don't want to talk about it, then you have to accept that and move forward. I do believe that there is a strong feeling here of making yourself more emotionally available and needing to kind of declutter this theme to ensure that you're not letting it stand in the way of your opportunities for connection and love. The Knight of Cups is saying, be honest about your feelings, be open about your feelings, be they're almost encouraging you to kind of put yourself out there with your feelings. So I think in order to do that, you have to have this Six of Swords reversed moment, this conversation about your past, or this ability to move away from what has been hurting you and focus instead on the peace of, like, I've been through the challenge, now I just need to move forward. I definitely could see you guys kind of having a conversation with someone from your past in order to move forward here. So that's what I'm seeing with the support theme. I hope that is helpful and that it does resonate in your month ahead. We'll move on to your next theme now, the transformation card. What is this transformation card about for Sagittarius? What is this transformation card about for Sagittarius? Oops. Oh, wow. Okay, we got some earth energy coming out. We have the Devil and we have the Empress. What else can you tell us about this transformation theme for Sagittarius? Oops. We have the Knave of Wands, so that's the Page of Wands. The back of the deck, we have the World card upright. Okay. Might just have a quick drink of water. So, my lord, my heart, so annoying. This theme feels like it is about being stuck in a certain cycle with temptation specifically. I do think that this is more relevant to those who are more casual or who you have someone who you like to bend the rules with. It's not trying to say that they're a bad person and you have every right to gratify your needs. Please don't let me tell you casual is bad. But I think with transformation reversed, the thing is there's a certain limiting cycle of behavior here associated with following your kind of pleasures that keeps you from another need that you really want to have fulfilled. Whether this is about you wanting children one day, whether this is about you wanting to marry one day, it's like you can't have that if you keep giving in to instant gratification and the sweetest temptation that's hanging off the tree right now. I feel like this theme is very much about trying to figure out how to align your actions with your intentions when it comes to love, and having to find a way to get closer to the best of both worlds, because I do feel like you have every right to have your sexual needs met, but I can also see that for some reason in the month ahead, you're going to be tempted to do something that is going to sabotage progress towards an Empress energy, which is more about fertility, creativity, abundance, creation in general. So I'm a little bit worried about this for you. I think that you need to really just kind of give yourself 5 and consider before you act. I don't see you doing anything you regret, but I definitely see you feeling guilty about even thinking it in the first instance. With the Knave of Wands here, there is a way for you to express yourself, and you should always feel comfortable in your sexuality. You should always feel like that's a part of who you are, and there's no shame in that. Is a weird feeling of being pushed too far, though, as though this theme is more about trying to find acceptance in your sexual needs while also aligning actions towards your more material needs, your more nurturing needs, your more kind of secure needs. It feels like sexuality is more insecure, and that's what makes it fun and exciting. But love, and the love that you crave, is very secure and stable, and that's something that you're lacking. There's a huge lesson here in trying to get needs met in multiple levels, and you're having a hard time with that working out for you, because you may be finding yourself very attracted to someone that's just here for a good time, and you may need to consider, well, what's that going to do to my long-term plans, or to my child plans, like I don't know if I want to have a child with this kid, oh my days, I don't know if I want to have a child with this person, but yeah, they may be acting like a kid with the Page of Wands. Could be dealing with someone younger than you, and you're like, oh, my biological clock is ticking. When do you want to have children? Is there anything else they need to know about this theme? They're showing me the Knight of Pentacles. Patience is a virtue. So I feel like whatever it is, it's going to take time, but you do need a plan. You do need to kind of look at the picture and go, well, how am I going to get there though? What do I need to do to get there? Judgment card, huge awakening here. Sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow though. It was upright, so I feel like you are going to, whatever happens here, be able to kind of take it all in and go like, wow, okay, this is definitely a big deal, and it's pointing at a big kind of outcome. But at the same time, I just feel it being really uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with having a healthy sex drive. I just think that it's sabotaging something else here for some reason. What is it sabotaging? Ace of Swords. There's too many little mistakes. Too many little mistakes. We want something big. We want something special. We want something exciting. We want something secure. And all these little mistakes. Some of you, it's about little flings, little love interests, little things, just kind of all building up. What is the advice with this theme for Sagittarius spirit? We have the Two of Pentacles coming out first in the upright position. What is the advice for Sagittarius? We also have the Devil card and the Star. Okay, so your advice is very much about being open-minded and optimistic of what the future may hold for you, not getting too disheartened by what you have experienced, and trying not to project the past experiences onto your future. You do need to consider how your past is trying to kind of show you a cycle or a pattern so that you can be more aware of what changes need to be made to break out of that cycle and pattern. It's kind of like you need to just kind of turn around and go, oh wow, like yeah, why do I always go for that type? Or why do I always find myself in this situation? Oh wait, that's why. Yeah, I can see now. Okay. The Two of Pentacles is saying this theme is very much about getting your priorities straight and trying to realize that you always have choices. You always have options. You don't need to accept the first thing that comes your way. You should always compare this to that and figure out how that fits with your overall vision. I think with the Devil card being here again, this time reversed again, it just feels like Spirit's like, you know what, there's nothing wrong with having certain needs. It's just about making sure that those needs don't compromise other needs. It's almost questioning addiction or how this kind of makes you feel guilty or how this kind of negates from an overall plan. It's more about looking at the bigger picture and how this all adds up. The little things shouldn't matter. Like, I do feel like I need to encourage you to be more expressive when it comes to your sexual needs, especially if there's shame behind that, Sag. I don't think there is, though. I've never met a shamed... I mean, I don't know. I haven't met everybody in this world, but I've never met an embarrassed Sagittarius when it comes to sex. Let me tell you that. But whatever it is here, it's just about embracing that as part of you. Doesn't define you. It's just a part of you. And you should feel like you can have your cake and eat it in that respect. I don't know what situation you're in, but it does feel like there needs to be change and there needs to be awareness of what that change looks like before we can move forward with a plan that is helpful, weighing up your options and comparing what you can do here. I hope that was helpful. It felt like a really weird, elusive theme. It could be even infertility. You guys are needing to figure out, well, listen, like I do want a child one day, so what's that going to look like? Like this person and I want to have kids, but one of us is infertile. What does that look like? Trying to find ways to bring excitement into that situation or passion back into that situation as well. It's interesting. There's stuntedness, there's temptation, and there's excitement and pleasure. So it's a very bizarre theme. Let's have a look at your last one now, though, microgravity. What is going on with this microgravity energy for Sagittarius? Yeah, I'm hearing let go. With gravity reverse, Spirit's like let go. We have the Strength card coming out reverse now. Let go. What are they letting go of, Spirit? We have the Ten of Pentacles upright. Okay. What are they letting go of? What is this microgravity about? And we have the Six of Wands reversed. Okay, Sag, this is interesting. The back of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like I say this is interesting for everything, but please don't hold it against me. This theme is interesting though, because you are letting go. You're trying to not let your pride get in the way of what you really want. It feels like you're focusing on a long-term goal here. You're focusing on a future. And this future involves you having to persevere and really be someone who you may not be used to being. You have to kind of put your pride to the side and step out of a comfort zone here, potentially displaying some more sort of vulnerable attributes in order to see success in this situation. You also have to accept your losses in order to gain a victory here. It feels like a riddle. It does. A lot of your love life feels like a riddle. But with the Six of Wands, it just kind of feels like the best thing you could do for your love life is just focus on what is important and tune out the other noise. I'm seeing this has a lot to do with external validation, public image, and social media. It feels like your love life doesn't get better when you kind of put too much out there, because then you're either comparing it to other people, or other people are having their opinions, or there's the drive to maintain appearances based on that external validation of the likes or the comments, the reactions, the interactions, whatever it is. The Six of Wands reverse is like you need to let go of how much that means to you and just focus on what actually is wanted in the situation, which is the Ten of Pentacles, I believe, a successful long-term outcome. I need to clarify who your love interest is now, because I did not get a specific energy. Spirit, who is Sagittarius's primary love interest in the month ahead? How will they recognize them? How will Sagittarius recognize their primary love interest? We have the Ten of Cups coming out. So this person is very loving. They may already be in a connection with you, or they could just come across as a very loving person. Someone who's looking for something more serious. Very confused though. Yeah, nah. Why are they showing up as yeah, nah? We have this love scares me. So there are question marks about how serious this is with you and what that serious future looks like in the month ahead. How will Sagittarius recognize this person? I'm manifesting you. They may have been more focused on themselves because they couldn't really focus on this connection, but they haven't let go of you. Very attached to you. So what is this person going to be thinking and feeling about Sag in the month ahead? I want you reversed, and I think we should see other people. This person is going to be feeling a bit heartbroken, to be honest. They're going to feel like the energy with you is shifting and that you're having a hard time focusing on them. There's a lack of passion in the connection that could be contributing to it. You are wrong reversed, so you are right. What are they right about? I do still have a lot of desire and attraction for you. This could be someone you had a connection with and you've kind of had to let each other go, but there's still an attachment there. Yeah, there's this feeling of like walking away and then coming back. This person may be coming back to you in the month ahead, traveling back to you, or with the Six of Swords, trying to kind of find a way to communicate with you without having to bring up the pain. It's like I'm trying to be diplomatic, but there's an elephant in the room when I talk to you. Still trying to be optimistic though. Is there anything else this love interest wants to say in terms of their thoughts and feelings about Sagittarius in the month ahead? What will their thoughts and feelings be towards Sagittarius in the month ahead? I'm feeling very frustrated, like they didn't do the right thing, I'm hearing. I made a mistake. What was the mistake? Sorry, I'm really prying now. What was the mistake? This person feels like you're already checked out, so they have to be as well. What was the mistake? I made a mistake. They are waiting for you. I didn't wait for you, or I did wait for you. That was the mistake. I'm not waiting for you. Wow. Okay. They're angry. Dang, what happened? We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This person feels like they grew impatient. In the month ahead, they're going to get impatient. They're going to feel like, you know what, this isn't going to get better. And I'm only telling you this is really hard to communicate, sweet soul, but I think you need to know it just so that you can make the right decisions for yourself. This person's going to feel like it's not going to get better. Things aren't going to change. I'm not getting the support I want. This situation is just keeping me stuck in a cycle with Sagittarius. I've waited for things to be different and they haven't. My mistake was that I waited. I still have passion for you and I'm still attracted to you and I'll always have love for you, but this situation ain't it. I'm still unhealthily attached to you. I'm trying to be optimistic and supportive of whatever choices you make, but I created space for a reason. There's certain things that I don't want to talk about with you, but you are right. I do still have so much desire for you. I do think we should see other people because the energy isn't going anywhere. So what is Sagittarius's advice in this situation, Spirit? What is Sagittarius's advice in this situation when dealing with this person and this letting go microgravity theme? We have the Five of Cups reverse. I'm hearing cut your losses. Cut your losses, sweet soul. You deserve more. Don't settle for less. Five of Cups reversed. It's very much about picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and recognizing that you still have 2 cups remaining. Literally, when one door opens, another door closes. You have to close that other door first. If you're ready, you need to cut your losses. Don't get too fixated on one single outcome. The Two of Wands reverse is saying you will feel stuck and you may need some time to recuperate, but you always have choices. Is there any other advice in this situation? Give yourself time to feel, Spirit is saying. Don't harbor resentment, bitterness, spite, jealousy, comparison towards whoever they move on to next. Give yourself time to process your feelings so that you're giving yourself the best chance to continue loving. King of Swords, whatever you say or do, make sure it comes from a place of wisdom and recognizing that your actions always have consequences. It's a cautionary warning because I know my Saggies. My Saggy warrior says, listen, you are the life of the party, but we don't need you bringing unnecessary karma into your next party, okay? So act diplomatically, save face, process any pain so that you're not saying or doing something that is going to attract unnecessary karma in a negative way. 7 of Pentacles at the back of the deck, you got this. Just keep moving forward, 1 foot at a time, 1 day at a time. That is what I'm seeing for you, Sag, when it comes to your love life in the month ahead. I hope this reading was helpful and that it did resonate. It has been a pleasure to read for you. I'm sorry the themes were a bit difficult. I do hope that the advice was helpful though. If anything didn't resonate, you're more than welcome to check out your other signs. Your moon and Venus sign is a good place to start. I wish you a prosperous, abundant, successful, happy, joyful month ahead. Look after your beautiful selves and I'll connect with you in another video. Bye!